Hi everybody, World Card Making Day, and it looks like I've got the rotation right, so that's good. Just tip that back a little bit, not too much. So let me just make this bigger on my laptop so I can see what's happening and turn the volume down. So hi, it's just gone 1 o'clock. And I'm going to be live here for roughly about an hour perhaps, and showcase a few things, a couple of new kits, and also a sketch challenge that I put up. So this was the sketch challenge that I put up yesterday afternoon. I got it off Pinterest. And it's just a great thing if you're having memory blanks and lacking inspiration. Card sketches are great. So this is the one I've put up, and this is the one we're going to use today. And if anybody wants to play along and design a card, make a card using this sketch and add it to the post in my Facebook page, you'll go in the draw for a small prize. Also, if you want to put in an order today of $50 and over, you'll get a small gift from me today as well. So that's just to celebrate World Card Making Day. So we're going to play with, so this was my card I used for the sketch. I used the new Gorgeous Leaves stamp set. I really love that stamp set. So you can see I've just copied the sketch. And that's what's really great about sketches. You can just use them for inspiration and use any stamp set and just put it to the sketch. So I will flip my camera around. Well, actually, I will put it up into the stand and hopefully it will be a smooth transition. And sometimes they're not. And we'll get started and we'll recreate two cards using that sketch. And then I'll show you a couple of kits that we've got available at the moment. So bear with me while I just put this up into the holder. So I'll just make sure we've got everything in view. So this could scooch along a little bit. Let me just move a few things. Oh no, that's going the wrong way, isn't it? Oh, that's pretty good, I think, where it is. And I've put it up on a stand. My stand is on a stand, so I don't know. Let's see if we can zoom. Hi, Lorraine. I'm just trying to zoom out a bit. Zoom in a bit so you can see more, because I've got my stand on a stand. I don't want to do too much. Okay. All right, I think that looks pretty good. I'll straighten my paper up and make sure, because we don't want to be crooked today. I don't want to be crooked today. Okay. Oh, hi, Dean. I can't believe you're watching. Okay, so this was the sketch challenge I put up yesterday afternoon for today's World Card Making Day activity. I got it off Pinterest. You just go onto Pinterest and you Google card sketches or card sketch layouts, and you'll come up with a heap of them. And I have a board that I pin sketches to. So if I'm lacking inspiration at all ever, which often happens, and I either case the catalogue, copied cards that are presented in the catalogue, or I look for a sketch challenge, like not a challenge, a sketch, and I use that for some inspiration. So I shall put a sketch here, and this is the card I did, the first one I've done with the sketch using the new Gorgeous Leaves stamp set. I didn't use the dies for this one. I've used the layering circle dies because there's two circles there. So yeah, and you don't have to stick rigidly to a sketch. As long as it gets the brain cells churning and working, you can then go on and vary it to whatever you like. So we're going to do another one with gorgeous leaves. So I'm using cinnamon cider. So I have no idea where World Card Making Day came from, but I'm going with it because I love it. This is Bumblebee, and I've run it through the, let me find it, the Tasteful Textile Embossing Folder. That's a really nice one. And also this one, I've used a different embossing folder for this one, Time Worn Type. That's also a really nice background embossing folder. So that's what I've done with those two. I've used my layering circle dies. So these are great because we don't have any circle punches in the catalogue anymore. But if you've got circle punches, go ahead and use the circle punches. There's no reason why you can't. I just use these new dies that I've got. And I've I've die cut out some of the lovely cork paper. I really love that cork paper. I've just ordered some more this morning because I really like it. And just a whisper white, a basic white circle to layer inside it. So that's all I've done. And I've got a piece of DSP from the Beauty of Earth DSP, and I'm going to, so you can see the sketch, I'm going to, excuse me, I always get a frog in my throat when I start videos. It's just so damn annoying. Let me have a sip of water. Hi Linda, happy World Card Making Day. Linda, you might be able to tell me, where did this day come from? Where did it eventually, like, who created it? Not that I mind. Okay, so I'm just copying the sketch, as you can see, with the DSP and the circles. So we're going to go ahead and add our DSP to our Bumblebee cardstock. And I'm going to just use my Tombow glue. And I'm going to sort of use my grid paper to help me line it up in the center. And it doesn't really matter if it's not spot on. But that looks pretty good. The grid paper is great for lining everything up. So if that's hanging down a little bit too much, then just get your paper snips and trim that off. Never ceases to amaze me how I can measure them the same measurement and then they don't correspond with each other. So I'm going to attach this to my card base. So if anyone's got any questions about anything, please ask. I'll try and answer them if I can. If not, I'll find the answers out for you. So I'm just putting that onto my card base. Now, this is my beautiful cork paper. I love it, love it, love it. I could do it, I did it this way because it sort of has lines in it. I could do it this way. You can't really see it because you cover it up with this circle. So I am going to get some leaves out. Now I used the old faithful autumn leaf. Turn that over. Put my lid back on my glue, that might be a good idea. I'm just wondering whether I should try a couple of different leaves today, or whether I just use that's not quite, oh yes, that could fit. Okay, let's do that. So, just attach, why have I got my my that foam sheet. I can't think of the word. It's gone from my mind. So I'm going to just do this now. The colours I use for my card here, you can't really tell that I actually daubered colours. So I think I will use some different colours today. I'll put dauber with Cajun Craze, I think. I'll start with crushed curry. And what else could I use? Crushed curry and, but I don't want to do crushed curry, I'll do bumblebee, because that's the cardstock behind. And so let's start with the bumblebee. And then I'm going to get my pumpkin pie as well. Pumpkin pie. I'm just going to dauber a little bit. And also Cajun Craze. Just to make them a bit more autumn feeling. Not that we're coming into autumn. So I'm just going to stamp that one there. That's quite nice. And then this one I'm going to, once again, I could go a bit heavier with the Cajun Craze daubering. I found something that says it was started by Papercraft magazine. Ah, thank you, Linda. I found something saying that the Chinese New Year always sent cards. So it must be the Chinese New Year around this time, I'm figuring. That's my take on it. But let's, who cares? As long as we can do our card making. That's what I say. Okay, so there's some leaves done. I'll put those away. I might keep my bumblebee out. Thanks, Linda. That's interesting. And I'll get my yellow blending brush. And so I've got these blending brushes. They're great. They're 3 for $21. Okay, you go and get ready for your Zoom, and I'll see you then too. Thanks, Linda, for popping on. They're 3 for $21, and I've allocated, and they've got a bit of blue. They've been rubbing up against each other in my pen jar. That's how I store them. And I've allocated them to certain colours like yellows and oranges, blues, greens. So that's how I've got my sponges working, my blending brushes. And I'm just going to come in over the top and just take the starkness off the white cardstock. And I'm just going to also just put some ink around the edge to darken the edge up. You can do this with a dauber. Sometimes I get a bit heavy-handed with the dauber, and like I've done here. And yeah, I don't like the end result, so I'm just using my brush, my blending brush, for the same thing. So that can go away, the bumblebee and the daubers. And my scrap paper. And I bring this back in, and I'm going to put my craft, not my craft, cork, that's the word, on with seal. Now I did see Linda do a clever thing with this last night on her live. The silicone sheet is your saviour with the stamping seal, so I'm going to try that. So I'm going to put my lines in my cork going across this time. Not that you can really see that because the other circle covers it up. And then I might put it that way. I'll get some dimensionals. And say hi if you're watching. I'm not scary. Well, at least I don't think I am. So I'm just going to center that on my other circle. That's a scalloped circle. See, I've changed it. It's not just two straight. It's straight circles. If circles can be straight, they can't. But you know what I mean. And I've got a little strip of Whisper White here. Basic white, and I hardly ever use this Ornate Thanks stamp set, hardly ever, but I got it out and I used my friend yesterday. But this time, so the idea of World Card Making Day is to make cards and send cards. This one I'm going to use from all of us because my boss at work is having a birthday next weekend and we wanted to give her a card, the staff. So I've just got to find it from all of us. Here we go. That's it. So I might have to clean a block to put it on. I love these leaves. I hesitated before I got them because I thought, oh, it's not autumn for us. So I do hope they get carried over, but I still like them. And I thought masculine cards. I thought they'd be good for masculine cards too. So I'm going to get my Mossy Meadow because that's one of the colours in the DSP that I've used. And I'm just going to bring back my little scrap paper and just make sure it stamps okay. I'm sure it will. Yes. And for all your help. I've got the wrong one out. Glad I realised that. They're hard. I find they're hard to read actually. But that could be just my eyes. My eyes are giving me a few problems at the moment. So from all of us, here we go. That's the one. Let's try again. Make sure I get it straight. Oh yeah, it stamps beautifully. You know, I used to hate photopolymer stamps until Stampin' Up brought them out. I used to find that they'd squish and they weren't very well made. But the Stampin' Up ones are really good. They don't squish. They're well made. And they give you a really good sharp image every time. So there you go, there's a tip. So I'm just going to cut this here. Now I'm going to flag it myself. We do have a tag punch in the annual catalogue. Let me just find it. It's one of the banners pick-a-punch. I've got these two pick-a-punches, but I don't have the banners. So if you've got that, you can use the banner pick-a-punch to flag your sentiment, but I don't. So, oh, I had that down a bit low. Sorry about that. So I might just take a little bit more off, and just in the center, and then on either side. That's that. Now I could leave that white, but because I've put some yellow on that, I think that would be wrong. So I'm going to bring my sheet back in, and I don't think I'll do yellow. I think I'll do green. Just a little bit of green over the top. I seem to be doing this a lot lately. I just really like the way it just takes the real starkness of the white off. Hi Denise. Hi Colette. I was reading what you wrote. How are you today, Colette? You good? So what we've been talking about is how sketches can get your brain churning, wheels turning over and getting you creative again if you've had a bit of a moment where you've dropped off the bandwagon with creativity. Now, the sketch says to put it there. I put it there with this one, but I'm thinking, should I put it up top? Where should I put it? Should I cover my leaf? You know what? Yes. So I will get a mini dimensional for the end of that part and a bit of seal, and I shall put it here. So the mini helps if I take the backing off the dimensional, really, doesn't it? That might work better. There we go. And I'm going to decorate the inside. You're okay, are you? I think everybody's just okay at the moment, Colette. I think everybody's a bit fed up with everything. I know I am. So we'll go back to our leaf. Our leaves. And should I put that one in, or should I put maybe this one? I know everybody feels a bit fed up. Hi Margaret, how are you? Are you good? Looks like my pumpkin pie needs re-inking. So I'm just going to put those little leaves in the bottom of the insert that I'm going to put in. And I shall get my seal again. I'm still trying to fall in love with seal. I haven't succeeded yet. There we go, that should do it. I've got my little craft helper in my room this afternoon. She's asleep on her little pillow. So she's happy. We'll take her for a walk tomorrow. Oh, not tomorrow, this afternoon. Tomorrow we're going to, I bought a dog basket for my bike. I don't know if I've told you guys this. And I started putting it on, but then you had to take the handlebars off and everything, and it got a bit hard. So the engineer's going to finish it for me. So there you go. I'll go back to my dog basket in a minute. So that's how a sketch can help you create a card. I hope you, if you have creative block, just go onto Pinterest and Google sketches, and not Google, search for card sketches, and you'll get a whole lot of them. It's the same as with scrapbooking layouts. You can get a whole lot of layouts that way as well, and the sketch can just help you get started. So that was that, and I'm going to show you how the same sketch can look totally different with different products, but how the sketch itself, it's the same sketch. So here we are with mint macaron, I'm pretty sure. Thanks, Colette. And this is the beautiful DSP in the holiday catalogue called Whimsy and Wonder. It's specialty paper. And that's the only thing I got in the suite was the paper. And the paper is just gorgeous, beautiful, not your traditional Christmas colours, but really beautiful. So I'm using the paper, and I'm going to show you how the paper can be the highlight. So this is some of the paper out of it. It's got the holly, and that's the reverse side. Now normally I wouldn't do that, but I'm just doing it. I'm doing the opposite side of the paper onto the card front, and it's got little silver foil in it, so I think you'll be able to see that. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to put this on my card front, on my layering piece. And I'm going to put it here on my grid paper to help me center it. It looks pretty good. Now normally that would not be the colour I would choose, but it doesn't look too bad when you get it all together. Because then I've got some silver foil. I think it's the brushed foil I've used here, and it's got a few marks on it from die cutting, but it doesn't matter because the other circle's going to cover it up. So we'll attach this to our card base. So getting back to my doggy basket, I bought a dog basket, a proper one, that Rosie's weight, so up to 6 kilos. Well, she's only 5, no, not quite 5, and it's got like a strap with a buckle on it that can clip onto her harness, and I'm going to put it on my bike and we're going to go for a bike ride tomorrow down to the waterfront with my little puppy and have a coffee. Love the colours of this paper colette, the Whimsy and Wonder. I know, they're just not traditional colours, but how pretty are they? Polished pink, blushing bride, mossy meadow, mint macaron, misty moonlight. Oh, it's not actually silver, it's called iridescent. I think it's silver. It's silver in my eyes. My eyes are crap at the moment, so maybe that's not a good example. Not to worry. Okay, so I've gone and got my Perfectly Plaid stamp set, which is an old one, that's an oldie but a goldie that's been carried over, and I'm going to get this tree out, and one of the colours was Mossy Meadow, I'm pretty sure, Mossy Meadow, and I'm going to stamp my Christmas tree in Mossy Meadow. This is where I need my oh, that's my yucky one, kind of a yucky one for you girls. Oh goodness. So Mossy Meadow and this photopolymer Christmas tree. I'll just practice on my cards, on my scrap paper. I love photopolymer because you can see through and see what you're stamping. It's just a delight to be able to do that. Okay. I'm going to close that up. Bring my card back in. Now, this is not the tree, the stamp set that matches this bundle. But you can mix and match your stamp sets, it doesn't matter. So this is the whimsical trees that, is there a bigger photo of that? No. That matches this bundle. So that's sort of swoosh, whoosh, whoosh with little baubles. But you can mix and match your bundles, it doesn't really matter. And I just like that. I'm happy with that. So I am going to not use my seal because it makes me angry. I'm just going to use this little tape I've found. And I'm going to, I don't like putting glue on foil because it's hard to get off. If you get it onto the foil, it can just be a nightmare trying to reposition it. I don't think I've done that very well, centered that very well, but anyway. And Deb Field watching. Hi Deb Field. Nice to see you here. And just some dimensionals on the back. And I'm going Now, I don't know whether any of these sentiments will be workable with that. Let me look. Not with that little piece, I don't think. Golly gosh. Oh, you never know. Is that it? Looks like it is. I might have to grab a little bit bigger scrap. And I'm going to use my Mossy Meadow again. Won't that be good, Colette? Catching up with everybody. It still seems very worrying though, the situation. Now, I think, no, that's not going to fit. I'll just jump up and grab a bigger piece of Whisper White. Okay, let's see. I want it too big. Bear with me, ladies. That might be too big, but I could always cut it down. These are just my little scraps, my strips that I cut off when I'm cutting up my cardstock. Do you want to go out, Rosie? Okay. There you go. Okay, so let's see. So this is May this special season be wrapped in love and joy. That's quite nice. I like that after the year we've had. So you've got a box like my scraps, from my Whisper White. I always seem to be taking off just the edge of cardstocks with Whisper White, so that's why I've done that. And then because I don't have the banner, pick a punch banner punch, I have to do my own flags. So down the center and then cut into to meet up. Now I could do that. Now should I do some green around it? Let's have a look. Just a little bit of sponging. So this is just to show and demonstrate that a card sketch can help you make a variety of cards. The same sketch can spread across the board and voila. Now, I might actually just put it. See, I'm gonna go rogue, and I'm gonna just put it down here. Or should I put it there? Maybe I'll put the flag part over here because it's lining up with this. I'm going rogue. But see, that's the sketch got me going. It got me creative, and that's the good things about the sketches. So, as I said earlier, I often go to sketches to get myself started, to get creative juices flowing. So, I won't do the inside of this card. I'll finish that off later. But look, see? The sketch, I didn't really line that up well, but nobody's going to pick on me. And if they do, look out. So we've got our bling here. So this one's going to be for my boss because it's her birthday next weekend, and the girls at work asked me to make a card. So that's why I've used the From All of Us. So I think well, they're a bit big. The Gilded Gems, do they come in a smaller size? Oh, they do, but I don't have many small ones left. Gracious. Where's my, here we go, poker tool. So we'll put some Gilded Gems on this one. down here, and oh look, I have struggles when I try to work out where to put a gem. Down there. It's only for the boss. Now this one, what could we put on this one? Just rhinestones would work, just your basic rhinestones. Just around your Christmas tree. I've got red gems, but that wouldn't work with this colouring. So I think we'll just do, I think I'll put one on the saying, on the greeting, one here and one here, and that's finished that off. So got to have some bling or ribbon always. Okay, so here are our cards from our sketch. How cool are they? And how different does this one look? I've just done a smaller strip of paper here, and not a colour I would normally think of. Bye Colette, thanks for popping on. Not a colour or a piece of DSP I would normally use, but I just flipped this one over because it's the back of this one and put it down the centre, and how good does it look? And then this was with the Gorgeous Leaves bundle in the holiday mini. So they're those cards. So, and that was from a sketch. So I do encourage you to jump onto Pinterest and look at sketches, because they really do get the creative juices flowing and help you get underway if you're going through a patch where you can't think of things to make and you're lacking in design ideas. So that's my perfectly plaid. So they're the cards, but I'm going to now just take a little bit more of your time and show you a couple of, so I'll pop these just to one side for the moment. My little host code thing's moving all the time. Naughty. Okay, show you a couple of kits that we've got. They became available, I think it was the first week of October. No, October. We're only on the 2nd. I can't remember when they became available. My mind's mush. But this one is the Christmas Whimsy kit. So it is shown in the catalogue. And I'll just show you on the front page, but they don't tend to show all the kits. So it's just shown here, but it wasn't available, I think, until the 8th of September. I think that was the date now when my brain's churning over. So you just go to the Stampin' Up website and look for the kit collection, and you will find whatever kits are available at the time. I believe this tag kit is going to be released around the 6th or the 7th of October. So that's for tags. So they'll just release them every so often. So this is the Whimsy and Wonder Kit. So I thought we'd make a card out of this, or maybe make 2. So there's 8 cards in the kit, and you get everything you need in the kit for $33. So there's a stamp set, there's a block, there's a little ink spot, Night of Navy, there's some twine, gold stars, tags to stamp on, and then these are the cards. So there's 1, 2, 3. Oh, there's some little iridescent something or others. Oh, they're self-adhesive. These are the pop-out pieces. There we go. Hang on. So you get 4 of the Christmas tree and 4 of the snowfield. And the envelopes are really lovely. They're gold lined. They've got the gold trim on them. I think that's really nice. So it's an all-inclusive kit. Everything you need to make the 8 cards up for $33. And you can buy it now. So let's pull out 2 of them. The 2 different ones. Pop that back in there. You got your instructions here. You can just follow along, or you can just do what I do and just copy the picture. Because I think the picture is your clue. That's what I used to always tell Olivia when she was learning to read back in the day. Picture is your clue. Look at the picture and try and work the word out. Oh dear, I'm a sad person. Okay, so we've got, I started showing my friend at work this the other day. So I've already got some of these whimsical people set up with dimensionals. So you get the mini dimensionals, you get everything you need. It's so cool. So just going to place I'm keeping my eye on the weather because I've got washing on the line and hoping it's not raining. Okay, so make sure you've got this on with a sleigh full of prezzies all the way along. Oh, we've got to stamp the stars first. Don't do anything, Denise. Hold everything. Now, I'm going to not open my little ink spot because I'm going to keep that for like a prize in my hostess box, because I've got Night of Navy and I don't need to open that. So we will need my mat back in. The paper piercing mat. So when you're using photopolymer stamps, they suggest to use a paper piercing mat or a mouse pad to cushion the stamping. Oh, how cool is this? Oh, they stamp so nicely. Now, where's my little... Now, I'm just going to get a little bit done over here because I don't want all of them. And the same at the top. Starry, starry night. So that's that. And now I can put my little walking girl on with the gift, plus the sleigh pulling girl. So she can be toddling along behind. The kits are great for beginner stampers, beginner crafters, because everything's included, and even the block, which is really good. So it's good to get an all-inclusive stamp set to start with if you're a beginner, because you get a block. The paper pumpkin kits don't come with a block. So if you get an all-inclusive one to start with, you've got the block to continue with, because you keep all this. This starts your addiction. So we're going to need one of these little tags, and it's got a little pop. So I'll just put that to that side, and that's there. Now what? Merry Christmas to you. And like, they're really good generic, I'm just going to use a smaller one, small block. Good generic little greetings, which is nice. I always like to practice. Perfect. And what else? The gold trim. Now, how have they done that? Let me look. Have got any detailed instructions on how they've tied it? No. So I think what I would do is I would cut a little bit like that, and poke it through. Tie a little knot in the end. Oops. And just trim off that. It's a bit long. And now bring my little card back in and see where I think it's just a glue dot would work. Now where's my, there it is. I'm just going to put that there, and I'll put my little knobby thing there, and then just another, or maybe 2 dimensionals on the back of the tag. So what's everybody doing for the long weekend? Not that we can do a lot. And I'm just gonna put that there, like that. And then I did notice that these little things, what are they called? Does it say what it's called? I don't know what these things are called. It doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm gonna just take them out of the packet. And I'm just going to lift off a couple. What have they got? They've got the snowflakes. I might put one here. They're iridescent too, they sort of shimmer. So once again, you don't have to follow the instructions to a T with the card kits either. Put one down here. How simple was that? So Merry Christmas to you, and I think I've done that. What's this one? It says Season's Greetings. Wishing you peace, joy and love now and throughout the year. How nice is that? I like that. I'm going to put that inside. Oh, is that what you're doing, Lorraine? That's sounds hard work. But that sounds good. And the rain would be good if you're top dressing the backyard and laying turf. Where are you laying turf? So this is the inside of my card, and a lot of people put their greeting there, and I always used to, but now I put it down the bottom because I just think you can write all what you want to write here and you still got your greeting. Oh, they stamp so nicely. Nice. Love it. So I'll clean that off. So that's one of the cards. So let's get the other one out. I love kits. They're sort of nice and easy to do. And don't have to stress about your design or anything like that. Just nice. Nice, nice, nice. Now close this up. And let me think. Okay, so we've got to go to our pop-outs. So I hadn't even played with this before, except for like I just sort of shown my friend at work. And I thought, no, I'll keep it. Keep it for World Cardmaking Day. She's gonna Lean over. Is the ladder going to lean? That's not good. Goodness. Should that be right? Leaning the ladder. Okay. We'll go with that. So I'm going to get my little mini dimensionals again. One on a head. Not sure about the star. I'll have to put something on the star, won't I? So is that why Dean's watching? He's waiting for the soil to be delivered. In the back corner where we had the trampoline and fixing the garden edge, making nice. I can't wait till I can go back to Bunnings. I mean, I know I can kind of go there now, but I don't want to. I think that's going to be too big. What I'm going to do is get a little snip for my star. So you could just cut a mini dimensional in half. Yeah, so I can't wait till I can go back to Bunnings and get some more succulents, because I've got my wall garden, or my garden wall, however you want to say that, is starting to grow really nicely. And the succulents are the things that have done the best. I've tried a few different things and the succulents are doing well. So I really like that idea of going and just having a little potter. Taking Rosie because she gets pushed along in the trolley. It's an outing for dogs, I think, Bunnings. And let's see, so the ladder's got I'm a bit worried about this ladder on a lean. I don't think I'd be on a ladder on a lean. Definitely not. And we're going to pop out one of these. And this one's going to have the season's greetings on it. Having lunch when we started. I'm giving him a hard time. Sorry. Okay, season's greetings. Yeah, it will look nice when it's finished. I'm getting little bits everywhere. So line up here. There we go. Bring my little card back in. Now, what have they done with the twine? Oh, they've just wrapped it behind. Oh, cover this up. And cover this up. So they're just sort of done a bit of a twisty thing, which I'm never really that great at, but let's give it a whirl. The twine never seems to do what I want it to do. It's very mind of its own. So if I do that, okay, so I might have too much, but let's just go with it. Now, I'm going to get the old-fashioned double-sided tape. There we go, there's the end. And just to hold this down, I definitely think I've got way too much, but that's okay. And I'm just going to trim off this little bit because I don't want the end hanging out. And where should I put it there? Okay, so dimensionals once again. Because these are mini, I'll just put them down there. There we go, put it there. And I can just tweak my twine How do you like that? Tweak your twine. I think that's cool. Okay, what? They seem to have some coloured stars in this, but I don't have coloured ones. How dare they not give me colour ones? Unless they just look different colours in the light. That could be it. Let's just go with that. And I'll put some stars. Got some gold stars we could use too. So I'm going to put, no, she's putting a star on top. I won't put that there. I'll put that one here. And I'll put one down here. I think that's the thing with kits, is to just use your bling that you get sparingly to start with, in case you sort of don't get enough, because some people tend to over bling. So how cool is that? Let me get rid of this. So this is the Christmas Whimsey card kit, and that's the 2 cards, and you can make 4 of each, so 8 cards. It's a great gift for a crafty person. I'm going to put that beautiful greeting inside as well. Yeah, so it's a great Christmas gift for a crafty person. If you know somebody that really likes crafting and wouldn't care if it was Christmas cards that you gave them, like a kit. Oh, stamps are beautiful. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, and then the envelopes are really lovely too. So they've got the gold edging. How nice is that? I like that. Beautiful envelopes. So they're 2 cards, and I'd sort of make them up. If it was me, I'd make them all up and be sparing with my bling, and then if I had any left over at the end, go back and put more on if I wanted to. So I forgot to stamp the stars on this one. Oh my god. Let's just rehash that. Thought it looked a bit plain. Let's just stamp the stars. Actually, I should have stamped snowflakes on this one. See, I'm so good, aren't I? Snowflakes on this one, and I've done stars and stars on this one. So how about we do, no, we don't want snowflakes coming through the house. That wouldn't be good. So we'll go back to stars, and then on the next ones I might get it right. So I'll just get my I'm just going to have to stamp them around the girl up the ladder, hoping she won't fall, because it really is quite precarious. And just a few up the top. There we go. See, you can go back and do it. It works. I just haven't got them in there, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so if you follow the instructions and the pictures really well, like I didn't, there you cards from the card kit. I really like them. They're cute. I look forward to finishing off that card kit. So I'll just put this one back down, and I'm just going to show you the expressions in colour. Paper pumpkin. So how cool are they? Lovely, 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 lovely. And best of all, you get to keep the stamp set and the ink block and the little ink cube as well. So I'll put those back in there for the moment. Oh, forgot the gold twine. Okay, so this is the paper pumpkin kit that's available now. It's beautiful. Mind you, I've only had a quick look. So it doesn't come with a block, but it does come with a stamp set. Makes them original. The mistakes make them original. True. So true. Thank you. So it comes with 2 little ink spots, Bumblebee and Evening Evergreen. So I haven't looked past this. So this is new to me too. Come on, out you get. There we go. Okay, so I'll put that there. The box itself is just gorgeous. But we don't buy things just because the box is pretty, do we? Alright, hands up who buys things just because the box is pretty. I know, I've done that in the past. Whoopsie. Okay. Variations, yes, absolutely. Okay, so this coordinates with the expressions in ink specialty designer series paper. So once again, we've got the 2 ink spots, the stamp set. We've got some dimensionals, some adhesive sequins, some mossy meadow twine, these glue dots. I do not like these glue dots, but that's what's come with the kit. But I would be supplementing them with the kit, the ones I want. Now, are there instructions anywhere? Oh, here they are. Woohoo! So that's just a little flyer saying. Okay, so this makes up 9 cards, and this kit's $37. But you will need a block, and block D. This is block D. This is the recommended block to start off with. But if you get a card kit, an all-inclusive card kit that's already got a block, the only difference is these blocks are thicker. The ones in the annual catalogue are thicker, and the card kit ones are thinner. But that's the only difference. You made this up last week, did you? Was it nice? Oh my lord, look how nice it is. Oh, this way. All right, let's get cracking. So it's looks like there's some little note card type ones. All right, let's start with the first one, with the splodgy. Oh look. Oh, look at this vellum. How nice is this vellum? Oh. So we'll start with one of them. So it's 3 of each design. I guess we're going to need one of them. Okay, so the evergreen one is a small one, that's fine. We'll allow that. And then that one. Oh, look, there's more vellum down here. Okay. Alright, so let's see what this one starts. Okay, so this starts with this pop out. So this is the same as the die cut in the suite, but it's the vellum. Nice. Okay, so let's just move a few things out of the way here. And how nice is this alcohol ink looking card? So they've got it going like this. I can't quite tell which side's right and wrong. I think that's the right one. Okay, and then we've, oops, I forgot to put that back in the other kit. I'll put it on top there. And then we've got this tag. So So once again, I'm not going to use the ink spots. I will put them into my little gift box. So it's Bumblebee and Evening Evergreen. Okay, so how do we attach this? Is this just with glue dots by the look of it? Yes. Okay. Well, glue dots will show through, I would think. So maybe I should use these little ones to work them out. Oh, I've gone over the hour. Sorry, girls. We'll just make one of these. You don't want to be hanging around all day. We'll just make this one and I can post the rest later. So, okay, so you put them in here. Okay. Where they are not going to be seen as much. I might put a few more on because I don't trust it. I'm just trying to work out where. There. Okay, so we'll just, this is why I don't like them. They're just so hard to, oh yeah, it's still there. They're just fiddling, and I think a beginner stamper would struggle with these glue dots. But that's just me. So we'll just make this one. Now we've got to put some string, some twine. Round twice. Okay, so just wrap it around. And tie it off. I find tying bows with this twine really challenging. There we go. Where's my scissors? Cover it up. Here we go. Gee, that hour went quickly. Okay. So, and I'm going to put this like over the top of the twine, like so. And I've got this one, and I need the Bumblebee ink, and here's the stamp set, and it says you are amazing. So once again with the kit you get to keep your stamp set and your ink cubes that come with it. Make sure it stamps nicely. Yeah, of course it does. You are amazing. Okay. And then I wonder if I've put that on back to front because it doesn't look very white. I don't know. It'll do. It will do. And I'll put a bit of a smudge on that, but that's okay. So you've got big dimensionals in this kit. I can cover the smudge up with one of the pretty bling. see. No smudge. Never knew I had a smudge. I'll put 3 bling on. I'll put one up here. So that's one of the cards from the card kit. It looks like the others are just as beautiful. And I will go ahead and make them and put them up on my Facebook page. Well, this one looks lovely, doesn't it? But we've been going over an hour, and I think that's long enough for everybody. You might want to be going to watch something else that somebody else might be doing on card making day. So I will post the cards we've made today on my Facebook page. Thank you for joining me, those that came along. And as I said, don't forget to use sketches. If you lost your mojo and you need some inspiration, search for sketches on Pinterest and they will help you get inspired again. So thanks for watching, guys. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you on Monday for my Makeup Monday. Bye bye.